Here we are. Good morning. What's the news out there today? Gonna be a quiet day today or noisy? Who knows? You know what I'm doing, of course, and I better just get started, get right into it. See what kind of conversation comes up. No idea. Normal day here at this end. It's a cool day today, I think. It's overcast. Be very pleasant. The hot days recently have been not so nice, but should be very pleasant today. Our shop has been really, really quiet, very quiet. Very few parties and very few guests. We're all getting caught up in a ton of work. It's fabulous. The flea market is growing like crazy. Cameron's got a brand new project planned. He started his own teasing about it, I think, on Instagram yesterday. The CATS applications are pouring in. It's about 30 during the night. I haven't had a chance to look at them yet. In case someone's asking, the paper is out. Somebody's asking. 2 packs today. Suga-san, she's working on the July print of the Japan Journey series. And Kawai-san's going to be printing upstairs, I think, today. He's just doing a standard job. They've been making some more of the cranes. We have a print in our catalog depicting a crane. And we're getting low, so he'll be doing a batch of those today. Taxi in front of the hotel, I think. So what's up this morning? Unicorn garbage. Okay. So today's plan, it's a Friday, peaceful Friday today. I'll be, of course, working on this owl, as you see. The camera should be here as far as I know. But if he'll tease about his new plans or not, it's up to him. It's none of my business. And we do have some show and tell. We got a package yesterday, and this is a show and tell with a question mark. I know what I supposedly bought at an auction, and it comes sight unseen. Didn't have a chance to look inside all the package. So I bought it by description rather than by inspection. And I think I know what's inside, but it's going to be a mix. I think it's going to be a mix of junk and treasures. It should be fun. It's something that you can't get these days in Japan. But it was something very, very, very common back in the old days. So we'll see. We'll open that up after Cameron gets here. It's also a kind of package that's probably been sitting in somebody's drawers for decades, pre-war maybe, I don't know. So even if it is an interesting item, it could also be just too old, too foxed or old, I guess. And there's news too about the collection aspect. We're building our collection of old prints that we're getting organized here. Aoyama-san has caught up with me on the requirements for getting the wood ready for the next couple of series. He's got the wood ready now for the Japan Journey series to the end of the year. He's got the wood ready for the first few Neko Cats, for a few more Ukiyo Heroes, for another Sushi Cats. He's got a bunch of wood ready for me for the special project for Jed for August. But all that wood's ready, so he's looking for work to do. So the last couple of days he's been here, he's actively now moved forward with the construction plans for the second floor here. The gallery, museum, reading room space, whatever it is we're going to call it, we don't know yet. So he started to move all my junk around and get ready for construction up there. So. We've got to use those Patreon funds somehow. So. Yeah, just in the middle, whatever, just clear space. Clear space, same as I do now. The room up there, the old party room, that's where I've been sleeping ever since we opened the shop. I sleep in the old party room. Just kick some boxes out of the way and lie down. My needs are few. Now that we've got a shower up there, it's okay. I can't remember the last time I slept in a bed. Oh, I can remember actually. It's when I went to Toronto for the premiere of the documentary video. That would be when? 3 years ago or something in the spring. They put me up in a big hotel there. I slept in bed the first night there, and then I gave up. I slept on the floor. It was just too soft. No, I've forgotten already. It doesn't matter. In one of the videos, we made a big deal about this. Remember the scent of chrysanthemums print that I had to carve again, and it became a sort of a big deal. No, I'm going to carve it better the second time than the first, and it was sort of dramatic. And at the time, it was a dramatic incident for me because it was a big print. It was a big project, months and months of work. And to do it again was no trivial thing. This is not that category. This is just in the genre of today's work. And the fact that I've actually carved all these dots once already, I don't remember it, so it doesn't matter. I'm not sitting here desperately thinking I've got to do it better this time than I did the first time. There's no such drama. Just sit here peacefully and chop away at it. I think we're a tiny bit bigger this time than last time, I think. I didn't really plan it, but the space is a little bit bigger. But no, nothing dramatic here. Just today's work. I guess in that sense, it's just like it was when we were talking about that in the video, Ito-san. I asked him, what do you feel like carving the Great Wave the second time or something, whatever the question had been. And he's like, he didn't even get the point of the question. Like, why would I ask such a thing? I guess little bit by little bit, I'm in that position with something like this, and a trivial job like that. So if I had to do the scent of chrysanthemums all over again, how would I feel about that? That would be a different story, wouldn't it? No, I've never done any printmaking except for this stuff, of course. It's not my interest. I have no specific interest in printmaking. My interest is in the Japanese stuff, the wood being chopped and paper being pressed into it. The images for me are almost an afterthought. It's the physical stuff, it's the construction. Maybe the images are almost just an excuse to do this. The images coming in for the cat series, I haven't seen last night's, so I don't know. But we're getting, as you might expect, we're getting a lot of people who have similar ideas, how do you represent an autumn moon in a cat's world and stuff like this. And I sure hope it's not going to be a problem, because we do have a lot of duplication of concept. And if one of those concepts that happens to have been duplicated is something I'm going to choose, how am I going to handle this? Because, I can choose the one that I think they've drawn the thing in the most interesting way, but once I do that, the other people who have the same concept who drew it a different way are perhaps going to stand up, hey, wait, that was my idea. I don't know how we're going to handle it, so we'll see. But there's a lot of duplication of concepts, absolutely. I did what with my finger? Not sure what you mean about my finger. I don't know what your... Is that this? I don't know. Are those lines? I don't think so. It's on the inside of my finger. No idea. Lazy today. Lazy this morning. Yeah. Are some of the harder topics going to have less entries? And I'll be posting it later today. I'm going to fix the page so that it shows how many we've received for each category. I know there's a huge variation. There are huge numbers for descending geese, autumn moon, evening snow are huge. Very, very few for clearing weather. And returning sales, not so many. And clearing weather. And there's another point there too, but what order to make these things? That could be another way to do this, you know. I had really not thought about it, just assumed the order that I prepared in that video last month, starting with evening snow, down. I assumed I'd just make them in that order, but there's no real need to do that. And what we could do as the thing goes forward during the summer, if I've got tons of images for a certain number of designs and nothing for some others, I could do those first. Of course, I can switch the order. Save clearing weather for last. No idea. So we'll see. It's flexible. Yeah. It's flexible. And another idea. This is not active in maybe I'll do this. Just another idea at this point. There are so many good ideas for this that are coming in. You know. It doesn't have to be just a single set of 8. You could go around twice, go around 3 times. I don't know. There's so many ideas. Would there be any point to doing that? I don't know. Make nickel hockey and make 16 prints, you know, 2 versions of each or something. I don't know. We'll see. The market, I guess, will decide on that. If they do succeed in the shop and if they do bring back my investment and if it goes forward, then yeah, make some more. You know. If it struggles in the shop and I never get my money back, then, you know, of course not. It would be crazy to continue. We need about 100 of any given design. It's got to be about 100 to sell before the investment is covered. It's the same kind of spreadsheet, the same kind of numbers we were looking at when Jed and I started the Kickstarter campaign for Hercule Heroes back in 2012. The original level of the first Kickstarter campaign was $10,000 US. And that was to cover, with a little bit of a margin, the production costs for 100 copies of the first print, the rickshaw card. And that sold like crazy, of course, in the campaign. Here, I've got no Kickstarter promises backing me up. We're going to make these things. I'm going to put the money on the table, hire Kawasaki-san to carve it, get the printers printing, do the dosa, everything else, pay the royalties. Before we sell a single copy, so it's 100% risk this time. All we've got is a track record at making prints. Doesn't matter, we're okay, we've got money to use for this, it's all right. That's what publishing is about too. It's not the garbage truck, it's delivery, I think. Delivering oshibori maybe, or maybe beer, I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't quite see the back of the truck. Well, it could be oysters for next door. Bit late, I think, for that. Yeah, it's oysters. Frozen oysters for next door. Somebody up the stairs just behind me. It must be Susan, right? I didn't see her at the door. She sneaks in the other way. So what's the next action here? The garbage man coming? Is that the next highlight of our day? Oops. Yeah, we're doing this in the wrong year. Is this the year of the cat? What is this? This is the year of the pig, I think, isn't it? I don't know. I don't follow those things. So. The cat and bird in this year's gift prints. Yeah, I have to think about that, eh? Getting closer to the time I got to think about that, actually. Year of the cat. Is there a year of the cat? It was tiger, I think. You know, of course. I'm not checking them one by one, that's for sure, but what's the count? I do have a count here on this webpage. Hang on a second, we reload. 209. 209, 209 so far. I just went browsing. I forget where I even got it. I don't even know anymore. I went to a browser and I typed in meow.mp3 and a ton of files. It linked to a ton of files. I just tried one, clicked it, sounded good, downloaded it, bang, popped it into my mail program. I have no idea whose it is or where I got it or whatever. Meow.mp3. 8:42. I can hear the garbage truck. Can you hear it? Here we go. Look at this. The guy's coming from the other side of the street to meet it. And where they go? What? I think there was a little bit of a lack of communication there. Part of the confusion is because this street, you might see it sometimes. You know, they've got a team, a driver and two runners with a truck. And the truck gets full. These are pretty small trucks. This is Tokyo. They're pretty small trucks. So after whatever, 15, 20 minutes, it gets full. The team doesn't drive over to the dumping place and come back. There's another truck. Another driver comes with another truck. And there must be some communication. So the new driver with a new truck comes and sits in a place where they expect it to be the changeover place. Sometimes it's right in front of my shop here. The new driver will park here with an empty truck. And coming up from behind will be the three-member team. That truck pulls up beside it and they switch. The fourth person who had brought the new truck jumps into the old truck, zoom, takes it away the dump, and the three guys just take over the new empty truck without a break. So I'm just guessing, part of the confusion there, the guy ran down the street, whoops, back the other way. He was thinking the truck was full and they were going to switch. I don't know, whatever, I'm just guessing. They get the aerobics, that's for sure. They don't fool around. I told you too the other day, they switch in and switch out. And when somebody works for City Hall, he doesn't work as a garbage man forever and ever and ever. They do rotation. He'll do this job for a few years and switch to something else, dog licenses or whatever. They all rotate in and out. Nobody gets stuck as a garbage man forever and ever. At least in this location. It's not any kind of a shameful job here. It's okay these days. And back in the old days, it would have been very much so. But these days, it's fine. Everything's clean. The garbage is wrapped up very well. The truck is spick and span. Their uniforms are spick and span. There's no disgust involved with the job. And over at the incinerator, I guess it might be smelling. I don't know. Coming along, coming along. Quite happy with this. Coming on. What have we got over here? I've been ignoring this, sorry. Cameron and or his train is late. Hello. They were just talking about you, of course.
Of course. Probably what?
How do you
7
feel?
minutes
Your
later?
life is being followed, you know? What do you feel about this?
It's weird.
It's in a friendly mood, but, you know, if you know, 5 more minutes you're not here, 10 more minutes you're not here, there's legitimate concern. Is the camera okay? Has there been a train wreck or stuff? It's nothing evil,
Fine.
it's legitimate concern, you know.
Do
Routine.
you guys actually care? Or are you just hassling me? I think.
That camera goes off, this camera goes up. It's been light today, I've been quiet, they've been quiet, a little bit of light chat.
There we go.
A quiet morning today.
Yeah. It's not bad to have a quiet morning sometimes.
Gosh, I should get some work done here.
Yeah.
It's fine. So chewing away at this thing. So.
Yeah.
Somebody asked a few minutes ago where the applications were. I think I checked this. It was 209. I think I checked it over there.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
bunch overnight, 30 or so during the night.
Wow.
But I haven't looked at any of the new ones yet.
Yeah. So it's all still. Well, if you haven't looked, you probably don't know. So I was gonna ask: is it around 30 different people, or one person just went nuts and put in
No,
30?
there's a lot of people doing all 8. Absolutely.
okay.
Or 6 or 7. or
Yeah,
8.
yeah.
There's a lot of that. And when I'll hear one cat sound. It turns out it's 6 emails. that
From the
basically
same
says
person.
From the same
Oh,
person.
okay.
So there's a lot of people. They're not spamming it. They're just whatever. Try it.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Try the thing. You know, so. There's very few entries that are total just spam. People shouldn't be here.
Yeah, yeah. Like someone put in a train schedule? What was that all about? No.
I don't think he's here today.
Oh, really? Oh, man. Do that. Am I the one that drew this? No. Hiroshige drew this. And he's
Well, the picture we're doing
been
right
dead
now.
for a little while. Yeah.
We talked about yesterday. If you want to see the original for this, go to ukiyo-e.org, ukiyo-e.org. Type in Hiroshige and
Oh.
owl in the search box, and you'll find a bunch of owl pictures, including this one.
Does ukiyo-e.org take searches in Japanese? Does it know?
Yes,
what to do
there's a
with
whole. The website is duplicated. If
Oh,
you
okay.
go to the English website, type in Japanese. I'm not sure what happens, but if you
Yeah.
on the front page or any page, there's a link to the Japanese
Oh, okay.
side,
Cool.
where you can type in, I don't know, the kanji. And also, I got a note from John Ressig the other day. I think it's on the front page of that he says big changes coming.
Oh.
I hope that's not negative because it's a real useful website.
Yeah.
Really, really useful website.
You're driving too much traffic to him. Subscription fee.
No, he's become, well, if there were, I'd happily pay it because it's a really useful resource for us. A really useful resource. Although he really couldn't do that because the images he's using are stuff that he scooped off the open web. you know.
Right.
And in fact, when he started it some years ago, there was trouble. Some people were upset that he had taken images from their websites.
Yeah.
And I didn't care, but there was blowback.
Hmm. Someone asked, what are some categories that are light on submissions? Cow May I Help You says clearing weather and returning sales. Is that still true?
Again, I don't know as of last night.
Okay.
I know as of yesterday, clearing weather's almost 0. And when I get a minute today, and I'll do the webpage that
Okay.
shows a count.
Add the numbers.
Yeah, add the numbers. I can't show the images, but I can certainly show the count. We've
Yeah.
received XX so far for this theme. Even I wanted it. So
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't do it yesterday, but got sidetracked.
There. Lots of things going on. How often do you have to change blades? So we know you sharpen it and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. How often do you say, all right, this is too short, I need to switch it out?
These days, it's happening like on a number of years apart. We did it on stream, I guess, so it must have been within a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. But when I was a regular carpenter, just doing them myself, I bought a dozen a year or so. So it's
Really, that much?
yeah, you're sharp. I mean, you only see me for 90 minutes, but in a full day, I'm going to sharpen 3, 4, 5 times, plus the times when I break it.
Right.
So you lose millimeters,
Yeah.
on a day. They're disposable. They're consumable items. It's like razor blades. But these days, because I do so little carving, this same one is hanging around now for it's been over a year or whatever. Yes, I don't know. I've got the next two in. I can give you a show.
Oh, okay.
The next two in there. They sit in my carving bench waiting for their chance to leap into action.
It's very well folded.
Is there two there, I think?
Yep, two.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're quite long. You don't see a naked blade too often.
There you go. Should I put one down here on the Sure. How much of it gets used, I don't know where I am in the zoom out a bit, I guess. There's the naked blade, the raw blade, where am I?
Yeah.
They were holding it here when they were banging. So this part of it is ready for use. It's tempered. The part at the bottom where I'm holding it now is not tempered at all. They needed to make it. And there's the maker's number. He throws it in. So this is the handle, and it'll come down to about here by the time it's all over and done. So what have we got there? About 5 centimeters maybe of blade.
Yeah.
And if I sharpen it, if it's not broken, it's like a fraction of a millimeter.
Yeah.
So we've got 100 times sharpening if it's not broken. But if I break a millimeter off, bang, that's a big piece of blade lost. And the hologram, the back is very lightly hologram, very essential. Expensive, about 2,400 yen.
Each.
But considering what I do, what I earn,
Yeah.
it's not a problem at all.
Yeah. So how many blades does Dave usually purchase at one time? Since you have these two sitting and you've had that one in there for a year.
Today I've got a bunch in Ome. I don't even know how many, because remember 7 years ago, just before we started Nuclear Heroes, we were starting a tool making project. So
that's
we
right.
contacted a blade maker, not this one, but another blade maker. We bought tons of them. So I've got in Ome just dozens and dozens and dozens stacked up. Normally I'd get once a year. When I was in the Craftsmen's Association, when we had the New Year party, whatever, one of the guys, the carvers, he's dead now actually, he was the one who was organizing the bulk buying.
Oh,
He'd say,
okay.
what's your current order? How many do you need? And I'm like, I got a ton of them. He'd say, okay. And he'd ask us each.
Yeah.
So we'd put our order in. It would go to the craftsman who's making it. Because he doesn't sit there and do this today and then do something else tomorrow.
Right.
He batches them up.
Yeah.
So he made our blades in batch.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really a good member of that group anymore, so I don't know. So
Yeah.
I should actually look into it because we haven't bought our own blades now for 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
For all I know, that guy's dead or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. I might phone the guy and say, oops, no, that's a parking lot now or something.
Yeah.
We're in real trouble,
Yeah.
Start over again looking for good blades.
Yeah.
So we had it under control, but I haven't been in touch with it now for a few years.
Yeah.
Dangerous situation. The thing about hardware in Japan, though, I know many of our tools, the ones that are just for woodblock printmaking, the wood or whatever, are difficult because the supply chain has disappeared. But hardware, hamono, knives, blades, chisels, stuff, it's used in many other crafts, of course, carpentry, you name it. So there are people making blades all over the place.
Yeah.
They don't make a living making blades for woodblock printmakers, but they make blades, and when you call them up, say, oh yeah, give me your specs, I can do that. So we're not in any life-threatening situation, as far as I know.
Yeah. Someone's asking about the size for the Neko Hake.
The paper size is 210 by 140. This is millimeters. It's on the website. It's on the overview page of the website, or the technical page, I forget. Paper size is 210 by 140. And it's slightly narrower in aspect ratio than our Ultra Heroes. In fact, it's 3 by 2,
Yeah.
the aspect ratio. And this is determined by the traditional paper sizes. We want as little wasted paper as possible.
Right.
So 4 Nekohaka equals 1 great wave.
Got it.
We have a show and tell camera.
Oh, okay. It's 9:01, so I don't know how much time
I'm
you
not
want.
quite
for
sure
it.
how long it's going to take because it's a sight unseen option. I got it by description with a very, very poor JPEG photograph. But I know the kind of stuff, and it looked like the kind of age where we're going to have a bunch of things mixed together. It's an era where people did this specific project. It all used to be done by woodblock printmaking, and then as the printing companies took over, all that work was done by printing presses. And this is a bunch of, we'll see what I'm talking about when I get there. So this package could be, the best situation was it's all old stuff made by woodblock prints.
Right.
The worst case situation is you can open it up and know it's all insetsumitsu. It's all offset.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to get a mix. We're going to have a mix. Looking at the photograph, I thought that looks like it's woodblock, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And the guy selling it doesn't have a clue anyway. So it could be, we'll open it up, whoops, so much for that, goodbye, thanks, see ya.
Yeah.
Or it could be, oh my God, look at this, let's look at this one by one for the next 15 hours. I don't know. So we'll see. So give me a job 9:10 or something, or 9:15, whatever.
Okay. Have you moved to a smaller angle like Ito-san's tools, or are you still using what you used to?
There's no specific answer for it. It's in between. Right now, there's no way it's done as sharply as the one we showed in that website and video slash, because I'm doing rough work here. Turning corners, turning corners, turning corners, turning corners. If I get to the point where we're doing the two boys, then I will sharpen the blade ready for hairlines. And that probably wasn't made quite clear enough in that various video presentations we've done. The specific super thin, super fine aspect of the blades we saw in that video were for a very specific reason. He was carving the hair of an ukiyo-e beauty. And there's no way you can keep it that delicate for all your work. You'd just be breaking it every second minute of the day. So you keep a couple of knives in your chest, in your tool chest, and sharpened it different ways. Right now, it's average. It's much nicer and delicate than I used to do before I knew anything about this at all. But this is in no way a super fine cut. It's just average for average work. I saw Instagram yesterday. You're teasing an Instagram camera time.
Yes.
Are you taking lessons from me? What's going on here?
Yes. Teasing.
How much are you going to tell people about what's going on? What's your level of openness here?
Not much. Just be obnoxious and tease, and
Whatever, it
then when we actually have something
came up
to
earlier
say.
in the stream here.
Oh, okay.
So. Everybody just thought it was something to do with Necrocats. It's
No,
not.
not this time. I don't even remember what I said, actually. I'm going to take a look. I remember I thought, oh, I'll tease something, because he asked something that seemed relevant about learning new things.
The NHK program that they were filming for, that's going to be on also on BSTV, it seems, which I think is available on a lot of foreign cable packages.
That's right.
It'll be July 23rd, Japan time.
Yeah.
And it's a famous program. I didn't realize it.
What was the name of the show?
I can't remember.
Okay.
It's Seikai Mawate, going around the world looking at interesting places or something.
Wow. Do they really go around the world or just around Japan?
Yes, they go around, and it's very unusual for them to do an episode here in Japan. I'm just repeating what I was told yesterday. Aoyama-san knows about it. And he said he watches this program every week.
Wow.
So Subi-san watches it too. He said, "You're on that?" It's we.
It's my favorite show.
She didn't know.
That's so
I
funny.
hadn't told him. I just said, "Hey, there's a TV company here. Sit still, do something, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
If they're gone, it turns out that it's one of the shows she really likes.
That's
Somebody must
fun.
know it. I forget what it's called. It had the word Sekai in the title. It had the word Nanimawaru, go round or something. in the
Yeah.
title, going around the
Okay.
world. It's NHK, it's BS, all sorts. I think it's broadcast locally as well. And they said it's been going for 20 years, and it's an institution. Found it?
What is this?
Sekai.
Toraku Sekai Ishu no. No, that can't be right.
Drugs.
Yeah, this one's about truck.
Somebody in the street must know it, because those guys must watch, cable channels for Japanese programs.
Everyone's gone silent for the last several minutes. You know, Sekai Ishu.
Is that it? Is that it? I don't know. It was something like that. I'm sorry to be vague. It was different conversations going on at the same time. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh, they left the paper.
Oh, okay.
They left something
help.
here.
As long
I
as I can
didn't
read
actually
it.
see it yet, but I heard that they left something here. Somewhere around there. Might be in the staff log or something, or stuck on the right-hand side near the keys. I don't know. I really don't know. So, as he was leaving, we were asking about broadcast day. He said he left a sheet with the staff there. So. Anyway, we're a couple of months away, so there's no rush.
Yeah. I'm just curious now what it's called.
Is it in the staff notebook, tucked in there?
Where have they moved the staff?
The blue, it's a blue ring binder, right about where your hands are. It must be standing up in there.
It is. Please leave in now.
Okay, whatever. We have months, weeks to go.
I'll check another time. Any other recent filming requests from TV shows or documentaries?
Yeah, no, just going by the week. The last week was from Singapore. A Singapore company came in.
Oh,
They're doing the Travel in Japan program. Did a print party. I don't really keep track of them anymore. We used to keep copies of all the video and all that stuff and put it on the website. Now I just totally lose track.
yeah. It's not this Chikyu Doramachiku. No.
I'll sort of be vague.
That's okay. We'll find it.
Nobody out there found it for you?
Nope, no one's answered anything for a while. It's quiet.
What's the time? I got the end.
9:09.
I'm at the end of that row. Good.
Okay.
We've been doing well today here. I'm really happy. Good. Just quite peaceful work. Okay, let's have a look at a show and tell. And as I said, don't hold your breath. Well, hold your breath, but no promises. Let's see.
Yeah.
And I'm going to. It's kind of big stuff, so we might need maybe you over here. Might be a better way to do it. I don't know. Let's see. It's a box.
It's the box. Holds breath.
Don't hold your breath. Hold your breath. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for your support of our work. Since they just bought the first print a few months ago and really love it. So thank you. Take a look.
Okay, actually, I started to open this. It was in bubble wrap yesterday, and I took the bubble wrap off. Now, wait, Dave, save this for tomorrow. So it's, this looks like nothing to do with what's inside, I think. No idea. A knife. Okay, what we have here. The auction description, it's Chiogami paper, patterned decorative paper, and this would be late Edo, early Meiji. They still make it, but it's not woodblock print anymore. And the people using such paper are ladies who make crafty objects with it. One common thing is to get a little box or something, and you paste paper on the outside of it to make a nice box. Or another one is, and this what this auction was about, it was for making kami ningyo, paper dolls. We've all seen these Japanese paper dolls that are made of folded paper. And in the old days, of course, they were made of folded paper printed with patterns by woodblock printing. In these days, it's made with paper patterns printed by whatever. And this was a batch of stuff that had obviously been cleared out. A little old lady must have died. Her family is cleaning up her stuff. And
Cutter ban.
yeah, good idea. I'm not that dumb about this, but anyway, good idea. And what we have here is a bunch of Chiogami specifically used, and I mean used, you can see already these sheets are all chopped up. This lady has been making dolls and stuff. So let's have a look inside. I'm not quite sure how to get in here. Cutters. Am I on screen or not? Or what is it?
Yeah, it's really wide.
This looks safe enough to cut, right? To show camera sound?
I think so. Instead of saying ring cutter, just cutter band, English translation.
Was it? I didn't even know. Was it a Japanese?
Sticker, yeah.
Soka.
Katashio Chu. They said, be careful.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Is it all glued in? No, it's glued in. It won't come out that way. Okay. Keep cutting. Come on. Oh, it's all loose paper. Soka. Here we go. Soka. It's all loose. All right. If you could pull, good. Hey, where you go? Thank you. Okay, what have we got here? Crepe paper. Yes. Okay, let's see.
Just one different stuff.
Oh, a guidebook, an instruction book.
All right.
Like, look, woodblock. I can see. Woodblock. You can see the back of the sheets.
Oh, yeah.
We have at least two sheets of woodblock printed paper here, maybe more, who knows? Is this the mother load or a tease? Tape. Okay, I don't even know what we're seeing here. Is it okay? What's a book? Yeah, I saw that in the description. Here's the stuff. So.
Scraps of Christmas wrapping paper? No.
Sakura Ningyo no Tsukurikata.
Huh.
And here we are. These are dolls made of, at least partly made of paper. The clothing and stuff is made of paper like we see here. And this looks like, look at this.
Manual.
The manual for how to make hair pieces. Look at this. Wow. I mean, this is way out of my field. But so the lady who owned this stuff must have been making paper dolls.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not so much my interest. This part is my interest. Let's have it out. Big sheets at the bottom. Let's look at these.
Whoa. These dolls were big. I think this is an adult man holding.
But that looks like a
puppet.
bunraku puppet.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, bunraku ningyo.
Here we are. This is Cameron-san. We are striking woodblock prints here.
All right.
woodblock printed paper for cutting up and making.
Rich black.
Yeah. Now, this is not delicate ukiyo-e, this is pretty rough stuff. Here we go, we get a number, look at this.
Closer so you can see.
Number 150. The company would have had a catalog of all different designs of paper. There would have been a shop, come to the shop and buy the stuff for printing, you know, buying your, look at this. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Wood block, carved and printed.
Wow.
What year are we talking about here? This is pre-war. How far back? I have no idea. I have no idea.
It looks like she was actively using it, but if it's from pre-war, had she just not touched it in 70 years? Or what do
You
think?
tell me, what would you have? You buy the stuff in sheets, you chop a piece up and you put it back in your drawer. So you'd have a real mix.
Yeah.
You know, you'd have a little piece. She obviously kept every last little piece, you know.
Yeah. Just colored paper.
So you can see there's nothing wood block. I mean, just bits of crepe paper. This must be for doll this and doll that and whatever pieces. No idea.
Oh.
This is not wood block work. It's just, you know. So the lady herself would not have known or cared, you know.
Like designs.
Yeah, just designed patterned paper. Yep, wood block. Just decorative paper. Not all of this is woodblock related, of course. You know. This looks like it might be woodblock. Yes, it is. So. Oh, what's this?
A letter. It's the personal letter.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it's this. I see. So we've got little bits of maybe this like gold leaf stuff. It should have been all stacked up carefully inside these little leaf papers here. Someone's been a bit careless with looking through this stuff. All the little bits and pieces for decorating the dolls. Interesting. So I'm not sure. There may be a ton of woodblock work here. There may be next to nothing. Whatever. Here's another piece more. Is that the same thing? Yeah, look at this. She's kept every last little tiny scrap.
Yeah.
Nothing's too small for her to keep, because it's going to be useful for some part of a pattern on some
Right.
doll, you know. Look at this. Here's what the stuff is called. This is Chiyogami. Chiyogami. And Takaracho must be a location, right? Takaracho in Tokyo. So maybe Chiyogami has a specific different types of it in the middle.
Yeah.
And Takaracho Chiyogami is one type, I guess. I don't know. Look, this is nice. Benny, 4 squares. I don't know.
I think Toranoko.
Toronoko. Isn't it? Oh, is that the idea? Is that supposed to be a tiger? It's not a tiger pattern, a dot like that. That's a Shiborizome pattern. Show they do. They tie kimono fabric in with string and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, this zone looks mostly like woodblocks because she must like that. She must like the black stuff. You know? So it's pretty rough woodblock work. You know, I mean, this, like I said, this is not delicate ukiyo-e work. The registration is not quite there. It was made very quickly and roughly. I mean, it was for, you know, for decoration.
Yeah.
This is not any high-level work. And there were workshops which specialized in it, and they would have had their catalog. What's this?
Paint in the spots that are missing.
I'm just, what is that? I'm just, see, there's a couple of them there. Well, I think it's printed because it's repeated again and again and again. Right? It's woodblock, extremely rough woodblock.
Extremely rough.
There's this red pattern you're talking about, right?
Yeah, but it's definitely.
No idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just showed you the backside. You can see it's tricky.
So I don't know what to do with it. Whatever, when we get a minute later around, we'll dig through and maybe just pull out samples like this and put them in an album just to show the kind of stuff that was used in Chiyogami. You know. There are Chiyogami collections out there, full sheets of paper. And in fact, that maybe let's have a look at the bottom here, because that might be of more interest actually. If we lightly, can I ask you, move that part out of the way? Thank you, sir. This might actually be of more interest. Uncut sheets. I've been ignoring the stream, the chat here, I'm sorry. Guanggang bookmarks. Oh, this might be, look at this, You can see what that is, Cameron Town.
Yes.
Move it out. Even before I open this,
Oh no.
we can see this is a woodblock print because that's the part where you place the paper into the registration marks, you know. So this might be actually the mother lode. That last little bit was sort of interesting, but this might be full uncut woodblock sheets of Chiyogami paper from an age gone by. A lot of it. This is the mother lode here. Yep.
The bag was kind of active collection.
Yeah,
These
they
are the
heard
ones
her,
that
yeah.
started up.
Yep. She's got her drawers of stuff that's not used yet, you know. And there, here we are. This is it. Look at this. These are all wood block
Butterflies
prints.
and moths and stuff.
And companies specialize in making these. Uncut sheets. There's so many. Look at this. Oh my God. Wonderful, 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 wonderful.
Get a bit closer.
And there's lots of research been done on this. It's not my field at all. But the people who are researching not so much woodblock prints, but things like Chiyogami per se and kimono patterns, a researcher there will be able to look at this and say, oh yes, this is 1917 from the such and such company. It's well known and catalogued. I myself don't have that level of knowledge. But here we are. This is nice. These are all woodblock prints. And the printing, my God, they print them so quickly. You just slap on the pigment, bang, bang.
But they got rich color and
Because
it's pretty smooth.
yes, they slather on huge amounts of pigment compared to what we do. A lot of this is done just sitting up on top of the paper rather than with us trying to go deep into the paper. Look at this, there's dozens of these, Cameron.
Wow.
Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Dozens of these.
It must have taken a long time to carve all of those tiny
Well,
squares.
yes, no, I mean, you saw what I'm doing with this owl today, right?
Right.
Suppose this was the job to do. I'm thinking that's maybe a day or a couple of days of work, because you just go down the row, down the row. You don't turn your block for each one.
Right.
You do your left-hand cut, dang, 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 all the way down the row, flip it, do the right-hand cut. No. Even when I was doing the port series. This is different. This one here is different. This is a Chirimen. Long story here. What they've done is they've got a normal sheet. Do I have a blue sheet? Same sheet?
No, not to my list of ideas. I don't know if anyone ever makes these.
Well, we don't, so we can't do a good video showing how it's done because we don't have an active setup for doing it. It's too long to tell a story here. Can you see the pattern on the back? The paper is heavily textured with lines going in a few different directions. And what they do is, after making a woodblock print on flat sheet of paper, they basically squeeze it in different directions. There's a certain system for doing it. It's way too long to talk about here. And you get Chirimen paper. And in fact, the next story week, on Monday next week, I got an auction last night, Cameron.
All right.
I broke the bank last night. I didn't break the bank, but I
Heard it.
hit the bank last
Put it
night.
on a
Hit the
diet.
bank last night. It'll be coming today. 11 Chirimen 11 books made from Chirimen paper. So So we can talk about Chitty Men later when we look at those books. And here we are. These are all Chitty Men sheets.
Wow.
That's flat. Well, this is a treasure. This is an absolute treasure. It's the same thing again and again and again, but this is a treasure trove. Treasure trove, treasure trove. What do you think? We have duplicates here. Like lots of these are duplicates. What do you think, Cameron, Sam, in the collection? And if we put that in the shops, anybody going to be interested? Would somebody do this? Would somebody buy it? What would they do? Cut up and make a doll out of it? That seems a bit of a waste.
That's what it was designed for.
Yeah, but that's when it was new. Now it's an antique. You don't cut
Right.
up antiques.
Yeah. Really interesting. Is it hiragana? Is it
I'm trying to read
squiggles?
it. I'm
What?
trying to read it. Is it? I'm seeing sort of a no and sort of a to, but I'm thinking
And
this
a
is.
la maybe, but
I think it's just decorative, Cameron. I don't
Yeah.
know.
it's meant to imply
Suggest,
writing.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
But
Not quite sure. Quite willing to be proven
what
wrong.
do they call it? Suminagashi? Is that what that was?
Where? Not
No,
really. No,
not
it's just
really.
the
Oh.
traditional wave pattern.
Okay.
It's maple leaves on a river.
Oh, okay.
That's the traditional river pattern. I use the same pattern for the
That's
solitaire
right.
books.
That's where I'd seen it.
Oh, this is wonderful. Look at this.
Oh, something
look at
very
this,
different.
Look at this. Look at this.
Almost neon here. This orange and purple and
What is it?
green.
It's
With cream.
yeah, opaque colors.
Or something.
Look at this. My God, it's an actual print. Look at this. It's your traditional screen type painting with the clouds.
Right.
You know, and this is New Year motifs to show. It's the crane, the pine. Am I missing any? Crane and pine trees are a New Year's motif. Well, it's usually turtles combined with them, but I don't see any turtles here. Oh, look at this company name information here. What have we got? It's upside down for me. Isetatsu. Isetatsu, the most famous company for making these things. And do not copy the copyright notice on Isetatsu. Kanda. Where they were. Now they're still left actually. They're still surviving as a shadow of their former selves. I think they're in Nezu. I don't quite know what they do these days, but
A couple sheets of that
look
one.
at this, the same sheet. Look at this. Woo! Those who saw the Nekohake video, look at this, it's coming back. The Nekohake video, when I showed the Adachi set, the supplement to the first,
So
not the
not
Nekohake,
Nekohake,
the
other
Hake,
Hake.
Hake video. I showed the supplement to it. There was an Adachi set of 8 prints,
Right.
the Zashiki Hake, and on the front of it there was a picture of a woman in kimono. And I mentioned that her kimono was decorated with particular motifs that are supposed to represent wealth and prosperity, and we're seeing the same motifs here. We've got the lucky mallet, which is held by Daikoku. It's right here. We've got the cape of invisibility, which allows you to go around and scoop up money without people noticing it. We have here, this is the one, it's the clove motif that we saw there. This is the Shiho, the circle divided into 4, which also can be read as Shiho, 7 treasures. And lots of ones I don't know. I'm just showing off the ones I happen to be able to recognize, but there's lots more I don't recognize. They're all symbols related to good luck, good fortune, wealth, prosperity. And I don't, there's somebody could read them off, the kabu, why a kabu, I don't know. But that's what we got. Shiba-san, good morning. Oh, no way, what's going on, look at this. This is, no, not carved, that's a metal plate. This is a photograph, my first instant reaction, this is a photographic plate. I'm thinking.
Another
Oh, I gotta get my scope up here. No, actually, it's carved. Look at that. There's lots of broken lines. Okay, I stand corrected. Carved the first time, maybe it was then reproduced in a metal plate, I don't know. The printing here looks like just flat metal plate printing. But there's lots of broken lines in and among the carving, so it was carved at least once. And then this is either printed from the carved version, or it was a photographic reproduction of that. It's just no point. For cheap paper like this, look, there's no way. This is a larger thing that has been shrunk down photographically beyond the point where it can actually reproduce on paper. So I think that's what we got here. That one that is looked at under the scope. There would have been a woodblock print at some point carved. They have printed it photographically, shrunk it down, and made a printing plate. So this is a woodblock print in quotations. The colors are done for the Baron. The key block, I'm almost certain it's printed with a metal plate. It just doesn't stop as it comes out. It just doesn't stop. Look at this. It just goes on and on and on and on.
There was a lot of repeating sheets, and then you get to this ending.
Yeah.
So much variety.
The auction was one photograph, a box like we saw when we first opened it up. That was the photograph in the auction.
Wow.
And it mentioned Chiogami collection. Okay.
Looks like it was worth it.
What's the
Take a
price?
gamble.
What did I pay? The price sticker is on that first plastic bag.
Oh, over.
I don't remember what I paid for it. Did I take it off here? Oh, it's here.
Oh.
So I took it off. Here. Here we are. Isetatsu Sakurai ya Hoka Chiogami Matome. I paid 1,550 yen. So what's that in US dollars? About $100.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus shipping and stuff. So 14. So about $120. Sakura Moyo. Well, these are the firemen's, Tokyo Fire Brigade's symbols.
Oh, yeah.
There's a collection of, they're all numbered, the Fire Brigade number 2, 4, 6, all around the area. There's probably Arasakusa group is in here somewhere. They walked around with the ceremonial posts and stuff. These were the symbol that goes on top of each post. And there's people who can identify these instantly. I am not one of such persons. But then, Ichiban, Yonban, Goban, Rokuban, Toka. Very, very important in old days. The fire brigades were hugely important.
And the entire city was made of wood. Everyone had fire for their stoves and baths and.
I think we've seen this one before. Isn't this the same one coming up? Or did
Yeah,
I,
that was
or
the
no,
same.
I might have flipped it to the bottom when I was flipping through the stuff. Yeah, I think I flipped it to the bottom. And I think we're about done with this. A couple more. What have we got here? There's a big sheet of. That's just special. I think the big sheets are nothing.
Is that mica again, or what kind of?
I think so, but this is probably not woodblock print. This is, I know, what they did was they printed it with a flat sheet of mica powder, then scrumpled it up, and then flattened it out again. And it gives you a distressed, what they call cracked ice. It's called a cracked ice pattern. So printed flat first, scrunched up, and then ironed out flat. And this is another piece of the chibi men, where the paper was.
Not with buck cookie.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, a nice find. I'm very, very happy. Very, very happy. Not sure what we'll do with it all at the moment. Nothing. It's going to go up into storage. And what we might do is we got some empty A3 files the other day. So Go-san next week when he's here might take these out and slip them. He'll put them on the floor first to air them out for a day. Get rid of the mothball smell. At least it's good. It's not the smell of mold. It's mothballs. So it's not the smell of mold. So. But a nice find. A nice find. A nice find. Nobody else is interested in this stuff at all, you know. And it's in houses all over the place. Little old ladies pass away, their drawers just get dumped. And at least somebody here had the common sense to at least try and put it in auction to see what would happen.
Yeah.
But for the most part, stuff like this just goes straight in the trash.
Like we just saw yesterday with the office across the
Yeah,
street.
I was thinking about that again, you know.
Me too.
It didn't make any sense. And also, as soon as they were gone, the truck pulled out. The office downstairs is totally okay, normal desks and chairs as it was before. So I'm thinking what we saw yesterday was an eviction from upstairs. I'm guessing. I have no backup knowledge.
Yeah.
Nobody was being careful with the stuff. It's, here's this guy's crap. He hasn't been paying his rent.
get it out of here.
I think that's what we're looking at. So it's a good thing we didn't interfere. If we'd have gone over there and said, can we have some of those chairs, we were then in the middle of a board yoke with that
An
eviction
issue,
issue. So I think it's just as well we kept away from it.
Yeah.
What we're chatting
Nice
about here.
looking chairs. Is that
So there was a truck pulled up at the little building across the street. The guys proceeded to fill the truck with furniture, as in just throwing the chairs in, throwing the filing cabinets in. What else was it? It was filing cabinets,
nice
chairs.
office chairs.
Yeah,
and
stuffing.
like on wheels and
Yeah.
comfy seats.
And they got the truck ready, put some side panels on the truck and just tossed the stuff in it. He and I were thinking we could maybe use one of those chairs. But we didn't interfere, and I think it's just as well, because I think there's a backstory there.
Yeah.
Life and sucks every day. Okay, guys, it's 9:35. Oh my God, late. Okay, this is Friday. We're out of here. Nothing for the weekend. I'll be back here Monday morning. I will have more owl carving, and there will be a spectacular show and tell. And I can tell you what it is. We got 11 volumes of Chidi Mimbon, the old Hasegawa fairy tale books published in the Meiji era that are all made from crepe paper. And we have 11 of them coming any minute now.
Cool.
So we'll save those two to show on Monday. Okay, guys. Thanks very much. Gonna sign us off here. I had to sign off on the spot here very much. Nice touch. Okay. See you Monday. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry about the mixed up content here again. Well, no, I'm not sorry at all.
There's a variety.
It's okay. It's what we do. Okay. See you soon. No drop frames this time.